What's up, y'all? It's me, Tasha C, and in this particular video I will be reviewing Love and Hip Hop. What is this, episode 9, I think, season 1, or 9 or 10 or something like that, okay, y'all? And shout out to my YouTube fam, my old new subscribers, my supporters. I don't like subscribers, but supporters. Subscribe, subscribe already, like and click this video and share. Share, everybody. Okay. Let's get into this episode, and probably I actually been reviewing all the episodes of Love and Hip Hop. I'm getting back to being on this business. I know I've been saying a couple months, but I'm like, I miss this too much, y'all, and I might forget this. I'm gonna put my videos to YouTube. I've been doing that for a while, where I've been for the last couple months, where sometimes I will record videos and then not put them on here. So y'all see some back episodes and y'all got time, y'all can look at my other reviews once I put them up, like even the first one and the remaining episodes. So about that ramble, y'all. But this episode, I'm going to talk about, it was interesting to find about April's background. We're going to talk about Marion and April first. It was just nice to see how supportive Marion was, and I don't think he passed out probably from seeing the bed. You know, it was just really, he was just so supportive. You know, in a walk, he means support to you know, she's worried about waddling while trying to walk. She's about to pop their son out, and they're talking. And it's the first time April's like this. She feels like, yeah, Mari's mom's crazy as hell, it's a pain in my ass. But at the same time, they at least have that connection. Turns out April's mom is from Taiwan. And it's like April's mother sent her and one of her sisters to live with her dad's mother, you know, her grandma on dad's side. And she took the other siblings. I don't know, she's, you know, in Taiwan, you know, she don't know about Taiwan relatives. Her father was incarcerated. And that seems to be, is almost like, as much as we know as the audience, as much seems like she knows something to the point about her family. It seems like, based on what she's saying, it's like a disconnection type of thing. So hopefully, I guess her mother will be there during the pregnancy. They're trying to resolve the issues, because it's like she needs her mom. She's about to be mom, and she really needs her mom there. But it's sad to say, it seemed like this woman wasn't even there through a pregnancy, or, you know, you just don't know what was going on, or, you know, we don't know. We're going to find out more about her circumstances next episode. But next episode looks like it's going to be interesting all the way through damn near, okay? So, yeah, we'll see that one. So, she's there, you know, some of the family members of Marion's mom is there, she's there, but they realize not to have any distractions. So I think a family member named Hope, or a friend of the family, you know, like I said, her water broke, you know, a couple days later, I guess. And Marion's just so excited. Son's about being in the war. He loves, you know, April more than ever. The fact that she knows what she's doing, you know, but not to give birth to the son, but, you know, you bring in the life human being and the pain, the process, just to, you know, give birth. And I gotta give her credit that she did that water work, you know, not in no hospital. Willing, when I have kids, can I get a shot in the back right here, please? Just epidural, y'all, because I think they're doing the spine, right? I have no problem before the doctor get here. Just with my kid, I don't know, y'all. But yeah, so anyways, actually we see they were recording more so with maybe their phones, iPads and stuff. You know, they kind of just did that because, like I said, they just wanted the midwife in the room, and everybody else was just downstairs, I guess, eventually when she got close. You know, they're kissing to help, I guess, with the attractions. You see a shot of her where she's got, you know, the washcloth right here, and Wama's on the side, I guess, gonna scoop up their baby and everything else. But that was just so cute to me, even though it's kind of sad to, you know, we hear about some of April's situation. Hopefully her and her mother can resolve it. And, you know, that's pretty much it. So it was nice to see that happy moment towards the end. You see, you know, the picture that was posted on Instagram where Marion's holding his son, and then he's knocked out, sleeping with his son. I don't know if it's the same day or not, but yeah. You know, that was pretty cool. So, anyway, you know, bless and congrats. I know the baby probably able to talk now and everything. I don't think it's that old, but you know. And so, we have it here where, here we go to the next thing. Now, we'll say the Nikki / Ray. No, let's get Ray J's ass out the way, because I'm sick of his ass. One of the scenes where he's got the best lawyer, his lawyer went on his behalf and his terms and stuff, and he's been facing all these criminal charges, and he got 3 years probation. I think both Game Magic talked to Princess Love Bubbles or whatever her name is, and that she's there for him and support and blah blah blah. And you know, it's kind of like trying in a way make Ray J appear not to be a big ass brat, or not having any possible bitch assness. Because what Morgan was saying on it, I haven't heard the radio interview yet. I mean, with 105 Breakfast Club. What Lord, sorry y'all, I'm just rambling. But about how Morgan was saying like Ray J and Lopez would be throwing hands, and that could explain like maybe why him and Young Bird are good friends, and him and Sincere looking like. Did y'all know Sincere looked like in the confessionals, and the way he dressed, like they had 70% off a garage movie set sale of the black exploitation films of the 70s pimps and shit. And that's how the way this nigga be dressing. I'm just saying. I'm sorry, I don't usually like saying but I'm just saying that ninja was looking, kind of looking like, bitch better have my money mode, okay? Well, gosh. Look like his whole outfit could have cost $5. I mean, just saying, the movie said, I don't know, y'all, but I mean, we'll get at it. So he got away. She's thinking about how he got changed his life and everything. And we hearing this bullshit about with the reunion and how that went. It's like, the only thing you probably changed is your drawers the next day and the day afterwards, and maybe your clothes. And that's pretty much it, okay? Whatever, Ray J. But he goes, meets with his dad. His dad even kind of tells him like how's Princess. I don't know how far he stayed away from their parents' house, but for them, the way the dad was kind of asking and stuff like that, it was almost like, did y'all ever see this chick at all? Did she ever appear? Well, I'm just saying. Okay. But the mom actually likes Tierra Marie. And, maybe she maybe voiced on rage and maybe she wants to get together. But how in a way he was trying to make it put the blame. He's trying to say he's on his grown man shit, okay, whatever. He's kind of still in a way trying to say Tierra Marie wanted closure, blah, 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 all this other stuff. Trying to make it seem like Tierra Marie is at fault, or the only one at fault. And I could have sworn she kind of admitted that she was in the wrong the last time they were in the room. Maybe I was just hearing stuff, okay? And maybe Ray J was worried about not receiving, bottled water. But other than that, Dad was just like this. His dad was just like, you know what, you know how it is, and you got to get your stuff together. But at the same time, you have to understand those are her feelings, and you can't sit here and get mad at her if she, basically felt that way, and you need to apologize to her. Man on up. One of them type of conversations. But he was just saying it so kind of nicely, whatever. And how. Did y'all remember that part where Ray J was up there talking about, mom didn't raise no convict, no raise no fool. Motherfucker, you were only in jail for 9 goddamn hours and stuff. So, I mean, convict, you didn't raise a convict. Okay, the way he was talking, I swear that Ray J has done months, or at least really a minimum of a year plus in prison. He's acting like he has, has done real. I mean, like, he. I can't with that dude. Okay, so let's get off him because wait. Now here we got is the 3 assholes instead of the 3 amigos. We got the 3 assholes. We got Sincere, and Young Bird, or comparisons like that throw hands on women, young bitch ass, and also Ray Jackass. Okay. And, Sincerely an asshole. Yeah, that should be his new name. So, these little mofos is talking whatever. And somehow, it seems to be a connection with the Tierra Marie type of conversation, right? Because Young Bird is like this. It's like he likes Tierra Marie, whatever. But he has to admit, at least, that he has not hit that yet or whatever. He has to off, but it is about business, whatever. He tells Ray J, because, Young Bird's having a birthday party, whatever, right? Coming up, and like I said, he was talking about he was working with Terry. They became cool again in verse, and Rachel was like, I first thought you had fucked her, and he was like, well, we fucked the same girl. So I'm thought about this. Wait a minute, so you fuck Kim Kardashian too? I'm just saying, if y'all fucking, y'all, it's been common y'all screw the same chick. So was that cool Kim Kardashian and then Princess he's with now? I'm just saying, y'all saying that was Ray J or Young Bird that said that, y'all. Okay. here's sincerely asshole up here talking about some shit, talking about some like as if Tierra Marie hit him out of nowhere. Like, you just didn't provoke the shit. You came off asshole-ish, and it's not surprising she did what she did, and you got the response that you gotten because you kept pressing those buttons, bruh. And then all of a sudden, here's Ray J, of course, making it seem like, see, like, not to say Tierra don't have no issues, but you kind of, in a way, sometimes provoke some of that to come out. I don't know. But, Ray J is just making it seem like, see, you were in a relationship with her. And then he's still telling them, like, Tierra Marie was basically like this on and off again, jump, like, friends to benefits type of situation. Okay, somewhere like our Young Bird supposedly is with, Hazel E. So, like I said, they're basically talking about the crazy, but Ray J's like, he ain't jealous, he ain't no monster, want to make a hit with her, he just be careful just in case she hits on his ass. So it's making it seem like Tierra Marie is the only one who has problems. Like I said, Ray J, was talking about he knows he was in Beverly Hills, nonsense. So it's just on the relevant stuff, okay? You want to fast forward. Is that all Ray J and the rest of the mofos, I think? Okay. Now, let's get to this Little Fizz and Amanda / Monique situation. Then we go to this Nikki, Makisha, is that the child's name, in situation, and back and forth with Hazel Thieves thing. Okay, whatever. So, we have, the thing is, Amanda has been trying to call Fizz for the last couple days, and he has not been responding. So she drives over there and finds him conveniently, I guess, coming out of the garage or something like that. And basically confront him about Monique, who attacked her, even though she one who sat there and went for her. It's just that, would she have went over there if she was able to get the last word? You know what I mean? Would she try to be up there like, you better check this bitch and check? If Monique didn't get the chance, three stooge her head, okay? So, actually, this is just like, okay, first of all, I told you not to base me the bitch. You went with her anyway, even though after she told me, I tried to warn you, okay? And then she went upon herself to, like, like I said, to basically check her about this whole thing of moving in, so to speak, or whatever. But at the same time, but she kind of said she's going to do more than that. Fizz said he's going to have to talk with her. Bitch, what did you mean you're going to do more than that, okay? Because she said the girl hit her, blah, blah, this and that, and you're going to do more than that. But it makes it seem like, what do you mean by that? Do you expect Fizz to throw hands? Do you expect him to pay, his two of his girl cousins who just paid, who got over the age of 18 and stuff, to throw hands on one of these? Well, I'm just saying this, what do you mean he's supposed to do more than just confront her? Like, you're going to want the court system to say, like, she's incapable of being around a child and keep away from, Fizz. But I'm thinking, like, girl, go back to whoever, Mr. Who's dicking you down properly, whatever, that, that you going back and forth to, because you, to a certain point, don't want Fizz. It seems like you're using him as some type of platform. Maybe you think you're going to get back on again, whatever the case is, or whatever this guy can't give her, she gets from Fizz. And whatever Fizz can't give, because it really, to a certain point, seems like if she could, she'd rather be with this dude than kind of Fizz to a certain point. If Fizz had, whatever he's doing or whatever, how he still makes more royalties, whatever, maybe got a business or whatever, it seemed like she really wouldn't want to be him, because she's all talking about she don't want to be with a pretty boy, or what she said in confessionals to him. And I'm thinking, like, can you see this? Pretty Tony is what they call. I'm thinking, like, he already look, he's a pretty boy, but it's kind of like, okay, you've been on and off with him for 2 whole years, and it's like she wants things to work out that is not, balanced. She wants basically like an open, monogamous relationship. Like, obviously, she's supposed to be one fucking around and back and forth. And then I guess if it's obviously based on when he says, like, he just worry about taking care of his son, stuff like that, and staying out of trouble and following the random coochies and shit. He's not like that. But it just seemed like that's what she's on. Okay? She wants some cake. She wants to eat the cake too, and she wants some ice cream and some Oreo cookies. I mean, the bitch just wants it all. Okay, I first liked her at first, but so Fizz went to go, because he was letting her know, like, it's done and over with, whatever this time. I'm sick and done of this situation. You know, go ahead, my nigga. You know, whatever. I'm taking care of my son. I've been taking care of my son, type of thing, and so blah blah blah. But he still went to go check Moniece about meet up with her, and Moniece was like, you know, last time, you know, I had to take care of that situation, whatever. And you know, she's basically like he was to be done over with this microwave thought pocket. But it turns out she is somewhat true, right? About like, okay, she keep getting around being around my son and all this other stuff, whatever. You know, she's like, she's not worried about who Fizz is fucking, but she's worried about like this who is around her son. And that's basically what she's thinking, like, you know, she explained this side of the story is, you know, Fizz is like, you know, what did you do and why did you do it to her, type of thing. And Moniece is basically like this, I did calm down. Well, she did, we seen it. She did try to mind her business. She was nice to fold her jacket before she continued to, you know, to do a proceed prop, okay. But Amanda tried it. And she kept trying it and trying it, you know, just pushing on her nerves, just stepping on, you know, just stepping it, okay. So after that, you know, you can only try so much, and she's going as far as basically like, you're a bad mother, you ain't there, blah 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 blah, make her feel some type of way, and that's what happened, okay. So, you know, Fizz still kind of, it's like both, he was saying like both of them are crazy with Amanda. He didn't say flat out that he's no longer still with Amanda or they're gonna break, whatever. But he was basically making it seem like, you know, you shouldn't be doing that behavior, blah blah blah, you know, and you know, but Moniece did have a point, personally, to me, about like, you know, here you got this broad, who she gonna be fucking? This dude, fucking here, come back around, this and that. She's not ready to be a mother to a child, whatever. And it's true, like, Amanda's not ready to be fully committed where around a child. She's still not ready to settle down or whatever. It's just, we can tell that now. But there's still some type of way, because he's kind of like making it seem like, I can make a decision because the child, because he's probably in his care. But if the restraint, I'm just saying, it's still like, you know, can y'all compromise? Can y'all get as far as co-parenting? It's like, you know, more the situation is, I mean, maybe that's just me, y'all, but it's kind of making it seem like little Fizz, Drew, is still being kind of a little fair to Moniece to a certain extent. Now, we don't know everything that's going, but he seems just a little bit. That's what I'm starting to see. It's like, okay, are you really trying your effort, or do you really, now, if Moniece didn't have to throw hands on Amanda, or as they say, from or, you know, just like, you know, box, you know, decide to start, you know, using the face as a punching bag, would you work on more or making sure she finds a way to see her son more? You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like almost he's trying to be selfish, and because he has primary custody, that he's like, mine, you can't see. But you know, y'all, ain't this sometimes the other way? You know, at least somebody, whether your friends heard about it, or even family members, or if it might be done to you. I'm just saying, bitch, what you was told that usually you sometimes hear about this, not all the time, with sometimes women, if they primary care and they no longer with the dude. In some cases, you know, in a few cases I've heard about this where, you know, you got the bitterness, and they make it hard for them to see their kids, and it's not because dudes is assholes, because you moved on, blah blah blah, or I don't like your ass no more, so fuck you, and all this other stuff. I'm just saying. I mean, I heard about this. I'm not trying to be, you know, to be wrong and stuff like this, but you know, usually I honestly have heard about this the other way around. You know, just, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. But I'm just saying rare cases. I didn't make some. I saying rare cases, because you don't hear this all the time. But, you know, I'm just saying. So, he's just like, you know, Moniece walk away, but she had told this, like, either next time you see that broad ever again, either she's going to have enough lumps, so you may not see her again, whatever. I'm out this thing, you know, I do what I want to do. It's just kind of a conversation again that really didn't go anywhere, and she walks off, whatever. It's just like, whatever, man. Now, that's what I got. Didn't y'all get that? Okay. Now, let's get to this Nikki, Baby, Hazel E, Tara Me gumbo mix. So, we just, at the beginning of this episode, we see, you know, the reveal billboard that it is Makisha. Well, I always get her name wrong. Makisha, Marquisha, am I saying it? Okay. Makisha, on the billboard. Nikki's all like, oh my gosh. Terry's all, oh my god. Hazel's like, oh, them bitches together. Yeah, hey, what? Or acting thing, whatever. Because you know how this is mostly some of this entertainment. So, after that, you know, you got Keisha comes out, and Nikki, I think they come to her. She's, you know, Keisha comes out, talking to Marie, and Nikki's like, oh, so you sat here and Plain didn't even tell me, because that's what Nikki, came to conclusion and stuff, like, oh, I was there at the photo shoot, you didn't even tell me. So Nikki is on this stuff where she's determined to get, because she feels like this, even though it's her family's property, it's not like she's looking it over like it's her property. She's acting like whoever's the owner of this new club is like she's the owner or something, because the way she's plotting to get her off the billboard or get her off as not being, a representation of the club, it's like you would think the bitch owns the club herself. And somebody snuck and just got her to, and just put her on as the model girl and whatever. So in the process, before Nikki really, her and Makisha were about to exchange words, here come Hazel E. And Hazel E is basically like, like, what the heck's going on, blah, blah, blah. I mean, you basically betrayed me type of thing. Because, Young Bird sound, there's a boo and Tara said, no, that's not my boo, the boo at all, no, whatever. And, Hazel's like, well, you broke the code. But she was like, you broke the code? Well, you didn't tell me about the move. And then they going back and forth. And then Keisha tells the 2 cents words about some of the stuff that I think, some of the stuff, I don't remember everything that Hazel had said. But she was sitting here and telling her to Moniece about basically making Tara and me was, basically a thought. And if everybody, if some people don't know what that word is, that hole over there. And basically you just messing with other people's manslaughter. Is that what she said? And somebody else. Now that's something that was true, but Hazel is trying to say, well, I only said half of the stuff is not true. Which part? Because Makisha took her words in, but I don't think because she didn't get a chance to really talk to Makisha. It was really between her, Tara, and me, wasn't it? Because I think that she talked to her because Makisha again did say something about her, are you mad because of the Young Bird situation? Something like that again, okay? Because it was too much going on, because it was really between her and Makisha. Nikki ended up the side, Makisha said a couple words, letting her know, like, Tara Reid was talking shit. And Tara Reid was kind of like, why the heck you sit there saying that? And then here Hazel again talking about basically Tara Reid didn't have her back, like she had about the Ray J thing when Ray J was on, I guess, some stupid shit or something, because you just seem like, you just heard this. Okay, back and forth, okay? I was trying to listen, okay? Think I even whined. But they're basically going back and forth. But, just so much want. Some of it I didn't pay attention to. But Hazel's basically like, you didn't have my back about my situation. And why don't you just accept some of them, I think along them lines, like, Ray J basically, you in a relationship with Ray J the way I was with Young Bird. Like, basically, like, on and off for years. The friends with benefits type of thing, type of situation, or something like that. I think that's what you're trying to say, like, this and this, and Tara Reid, I think, and then walk away. And Hazel E didn't really say anything about Keisha, but she sure knocked her, the little picture thing and knocked the billboard down like she did something, and kept on going out of the club. So later on, Nikki brings her mom. It's the first time we see her something other than black, right? And they sit outside, and she sits in the area where this billboard is at. And her mom told her truth on the business-wise, contract-wise, even though it's on their property, she can't say anything because can't say for them to not to choose this girl because they can choose whatever they want because they're leasing the property. But at the same time, she's taking jabs at her. Now, even though Keisha's wrong about the Young Bird situation, Nikki's still in her head. Even the confessionals around this time getting the club when it was revealed, Keisha was the model for this stuff, and afterwards, she still kept on like trying to say that she was, even though she also said that she was on a break when Marlo was we're not together, but she still keeps saying she's a man still. Like, we do see that's questionable because not the man still, but how a little vindictive that she is, and kind of on the foul side. But as far as in terms with her, it's like, okay, you see me some Molly Ma was on some bullshit and feeding y'all both bullshit and lies, basically. So, but she still keeps coming out with Keisha for a certain reason. But the mom, somewhat in a way, is agreeing with Nikki, like, okay, like she is so lower than her, maybe because she don't have the money they have. Because that's how they appear. It's like, we got money, so we better than. Okay, we can afford to buy the car of our choice off the lot instead of car notes, because we can do that. Okay, we can buy 5. I don't know. So, the mom already has prepared mugshots, because first she was talking about, the girl, that's not my choice. I wouldn't have chose her. She looks like we're trying to sell bathtubs. It's not a girl looking like she's ready to strip. And okay, and here's some mugshots of her, which you could tell in the pictures. It was for a little collagen, you know, her lips look a little different, but you could tell she looks like a kid, maybe person to me, right, as far as the mugshots. And, you know, Nikki is just so happy and stuff like that, you know, to be fascinated by this situation, you know, like, oh my gosh, you know, because the mom's calling her, she's everything from video vixen, she's just this, basically like she's thirsty, and, you know, Nikki feels like she's trying to, basically she's obsessed with her, wants to be her. Okay, alright, next. So, you know, so, Tara Marie in a later scene, I think, you know, because Nikki now is going to get Markeisha somehow off of this billboard or not sponsoring. She keeps saying it's her parents' club, and it's like, no, it's her property. Look it up. You're a manager of a couple of them. You look, you know, Google the research. So she goes to Tara Marie. You know, now they besties now at the moment. And this couple, well, Tara Marie invites a surprise visit Markeisha there, which I didn't know Markeisha was also a good friend of Tara Marie, based on what Markeisha said, okay? And so she sat there, and, you know, first Nikki thought she was going to have a blind date, and it was a surprise, but it sure wasn't a blind date, okay? So, of course, Tara Marie's like, you know, y'all can at least be cordial, blah, blah, blah. And, of course, they just going blah, blah, blah. Because, you know, Nikki's like, basically like this, you know, I can take you off billboard and buy it. So, apparently, we already know in the future now, she has bought, probably was the main one of the billboard, and sat there and changed it and paid that off. And it's just going back and forth, the same damn conversation we see every time they see each other, you know, back and forth. And Markeisha did say, like, what is she saying? Like, you know, I sucker punched you in the back of your head, and even I was like, where was that scene at? So like I said, they talking about, girl, I basically gonna get you again, you know, you did this, and here's Markeisha reminder, you think you better than people because your family can afford this, you know, but a spoiled ass. It's just back and forth. Tara Marie's trying to y'all be cordial, but they can't even be in the same room, so Nikki needs to leave and say, you know, you can kiss my ball, or you can kiss my ass, blah, 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 as it walks away, and blah, 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 and that's pretty much how it ends. And I think that's all the episode. Ain't that right? That's pretty much how it ended. You know, not to say that that's how it ended, but I pretty much cover up what pretty much happened, in my opinion. Y'all have a pleasant weekend, pleasant night, pleasant weekend, and I definitely see y'all in the next video. I promise I will actually upload it to YouTube this time. Alright, take care, y'all. Oh, I forgot, y'all. When I thought about this video, I forgot Mr. Soldier Boy and Nivea part. There ain't some glass of shades though. He talking about, she thinking about moving. He talking about he about to do a 11-day tour in Brazil. And she concerned because she can't keep watching him out with the hoes. And he again makes this excuse about moving. He says she can't move into place because he's worried about her safety. And even though she brought up an interesting point, was like, why can't the security guards be there while you gone and stuff? And what I'm thinking about also too is when he's in tour or doing stuff out of state or whatever, she gonna be in the house alone by herself at times, right? Well, you know, I mean, I'm just saying, she, you know, it's be more than one time she might be in the house by herself, maybe with the baby. What excuse you gonna have? I'm just saying, like, if he's trying to do a tour here and she still ain't moved in yet, if he's talking about he got something else to do, is he gonna do something else? But anyways, he's basically telling her to wait, postpone it. Do I look good in these shades? And you know, just some bullshit. Like, he kind of considered it, and he just like, well, I don't. He worried about supposedly what her dad is saying and everything else, and he just think she's just got to postpone it another 2, 3 years, 20 years. Pretty much. Yeah, I forgot to add that in. I guess it was so irrelevant, and they were only in there for 2 seconds, and she kind of mad because she's just like, but she's kind of understanding, like, okay then, and she is, you know, I'll somewhat trust you. And that's pretty much how that situation ended. Sorry, y'all. But anyway, let me leave again this time.